Hi, I'm Jaden and welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a video on my IRL house. I know it's kind of weird because I don't do building videos because I'm not a builder, and honestly I still am not going to be a builder, but tune in next week for the 10-minute build challenge. I'm just kidding. Actually, no, I'm not. That's going up on my channel. Thanks for the idea, me. Alright, so let me just go ahead and hop right into it. Let me just jump right in. Make sure to click that subscribe button or like button if you haven't already, because I don't know, I'd love to see some new people in the fam. We are approaching 1.5k, and I would really appreciate it if you guys were to share the channel and kind of gather more people. Also, I'm sorry that it's kind of loud in the background. We're currently going through the starving time for my freaking dog because she likes to eat her bone as loud as faculty. So I'm sorry about that. But anyways, moving on. Okay. So moving on. This build was fun for me, but it also took me an hour, and I shaped it down to 16 minutes in the video, and it was a whole hour, and it was hard. It was hard doing an hour friggin' of building, and most of it's a mess. It doesn't look anything like my real house. I would put a picture of my real house, but honestly, I don't know if that's safe or not. But it looks similar, I guess. It's the dimensions in The Sims aren't the same as the dimensions in real life, obviously. So it was kind of hard making a house in The Sims because you had to kind of throw that stuff over. And it was kind of hard doing the converting and stuff. Also, you might see in one of these rooms that I put windows everywhere, literally all around it, and these two doors, and I put a bunch of stuff in front of it. That is actually the most spot on room in the house, honestly. Oh, the bathroom is legit my bathroom, no joke. That is my bathroom, except the shower. My shower is a bathtub with the shower head. It's not that bathtub that kind of stands on its own and stuff. It's an actual bathtub, in the ground type thing. Not in the ground, but you know what I mean by a bathtub. Also, this is where I took a stop for a while, I guess. But I fixed that, so it's fine. Anyways, you might notice that this video might be a little bit choppy because I literally took so many breaks during this, and at the same time, I just spent time undoing what I've done before, and I don't know. For my living room, it was hard because I have one of those lights that kind of stick out and you can move them around, kind of like the one that I put up on the wall, except you can move them around, you can adjust them, and they provide more light in the room than you think. Because in The Sims it doesn't provide that much light, but in real life it does, surprisingly. You wouldn't think that, but they're not always on though, so either way it's fine. Also, I put a fireplace in my living room. I do actually have a fireplace, but it's in the wall. And I didn't actually put a chimney on the house, even though there's a chimney. My backyard does not look anything like my actual backyard. Just a disclaimer. Because they don't. Anyways, so for that room that had a bunch of windows, that's what I'm recording in right now. It's my playroom, but that's where my computer's located because I don't have a computer in my room. But so that's where it's located. I'm actually in it right now. It's really good for recording and not having an echo, because there's so many, you'd think that there's a lot of windows, oh, it'd be echoey. It actually is very echoey when you take down the curtains, but since there's so many curtains in here, it's kind of packed and tight, so you can really hear yourself. Anyways, it's kind of spooky at night though. Also, I already said this, but my backyard doesn't look anything like that. I didn't do my basement or garage because The Sims 4 doesn't have terrain tools, so I couldn't put my house on a little, not a hill necessarily, but it's not I could indent. I'm recording a voiceover. Anyways, so I couldn't make the garage because there's no tools in The Sims 4 to use for terrain, and my driveway goes down down a hill, not a hill, but that's how you get down to my garage. It's a diagonal, it's a slope. I don't want to use that because it's a math term and I don't like math, but it's a slope down, and then you turn, and then like there's my garage leading to my basement. So my house is kind of like 2 stories, even though it's not really 2 stories because my basement's the basement. But you know. Anyways, that's what I did. Alright, so let's get to actual stuff for this video. I don't know what I was gonna do for this video. I was gonna like spill tea, but like I forgot people from my school watch my videos, so that's always fun times. And see, I would talk about my schedule, but then again, I've talked about it every single video ever. Like honestly, I've talked about my schedule in every single. Alright, anyways, I'm back. So I kind of wanted to talk about maybe dealing with friendship issues, because I've had quite a few friendship issues, and I know that you might think that, oh my gosh, it's always you, and you might think otherwise, oh my gosh, it's always them. And you know what, I've realized it kind of takes both of you to not to ruin, because like it's not always ruined, but it takes both of you to it takes two to kind of, you know, not ruin a friendship, like I said, but it takes two to affect a friendship, because it takes two to make a friendship, you know, because you can't, I mean, I'm friends with myself because I have no friends, but that's fun. Anyways, it takes two to ruin one. I mean, like, not all the time either. Like, I mean, that's just like my reference type thing for friendships. It takes two to ruin one friendship. Because I mean, it's not like one of you could just ruin it. I mean, that's realistic, but I mean, the other one could have set it off some way or another. So I don't know. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. So, like I said, you know, you already heard me. But don't blame yourself, but don't blame the other person, because just think about it on how you both contributed. So, like, if you want to blame them, you can blame them. You can be in like the stage of denial, even though it's both your faults that you know, separated. And I've learned from experience that I tend to say, oh my god, it's all my fault, or they would say, oh my god, it's all my fault, and then, you know, they just kind of, if you wouldn't talk to them, they'd be like, oh, well, I guess you don't want to be friends anymore, which isn't always the case. I've had a lot of people say that to me, actually, like some IRL friends, mostly IRL friends, are like, oh, well, you don't really talk to me, so like you probably don't want to be friends with me. That's not always true. It's just, I am a very antisocial person, and like I used to be really good socially, but I don't know, I've just been avoiding people because I know it's not a good thing to avoid people, honestly, but I know it's not a good thing to avoid people, but you know, I was kind of like in the mindset to like put up a shield, you know, like don't get attacked, or you won't be attacked if you protect yourself as much as you can. So I mean, I roast people like I roast little 7-year-olds on Roblox, and I feel terrible about it, but I don't know, I found a clue with that. Okay. But I don't know, I've always felt like if I put up the shield I won't get hurt, which, and this isn't always the case. You can't really withstand hurt. It's kind of just something that comes naturally, you know. But what can you do about it, you know? I know this kind of gotten deep, but you know, we don't talk about building on my channel because Jaden doesn't like to talk about something. Jaden doesn't like to talk about something that he's not good at. So thanks, Dad, for raising the garage right at the time that I'm speaking. Gracias. Okay, so I don't know. If you are doing the same thing that I am, putting up shields to kind of like save your heart and you're kind of sensitive, that's completely fine. But you're gonna have to take down those barriers eventually before you harm yourself. Because, I mean, some people say you don't need friends to succeed in life. Yeah, you really don't. But, I mean, you won't always have a parent or guardian there to kind of, you know, be there to talk to. I'm not saying that, like, you know, they'll die, but you just won't always have them to talk to and to kind of get that stuff out. And it's nice to just have friends. Now, be careful about who your friends are and their friends, because you could literally tell someone anything about you, anything, and you'd think you could trust them, and they'd, like, you go to school the next day and everything would just be a mess. Like, they'd be accusing you of something that you didn't do, that you told them, even though you didn't do it, but you were telling it from another perspective, and they just like sabotage you. So there are those kind of people in the world. I don't like those people. Who really likes those people, honestly, other than them themselves? You know, some of you guys may be those people and you're like, oh, well, I don't like those type of people. Just think about your actions before you commit them. That is a big motto for me. Think about your messages before you send them. Like, whether that's direct messages, whether that's private messages, which is the same thing, or whether that's actual words you share out into the public. All right, that's kind of like my little rant. I'll be here all week, folks. Okay? All right. Anyways, so hi, I'm here. So let's get back to talking about the house. I had a little bathroom in the master bedroom. That's actually my mom's bedroom, but you know, it's quite tiny. But you know, anyways, so that bathroom, it only has a toilet and a sink in it, and it was kind of hard to do because that wallpaper does not look anything like it. And I just put a random wallpaper down because when I was building this, I didn't go like look around the house. I did sometimes, but I didn't all the time. And I know you're probably like, oh, you should know your house, but I actually don't go into some places because I'm like, oh, nope, that's not fun. Anyways, so I don't know. That's fun. Alright, my room, you guys might be questioning my room. It's that little tiny one with the red bed. Yeah, that's my room. I don't know. It doesn't look at all like my room. I have a bunk bed in my room, and I also have like a shoe shelf with a bunch of crap right next to it. But the bed seemed to take up like the whole room, and I didn't want to size it up or anything because I know it's screwed up. Now, right here, I don't know if it's the same part as you guys, but I'm in the playroom and I'm placing a bed down near the curtains and stuff, and there was like a little there were counters with cabinets. That's actually exactly what it looks like. Like there are actually like glasses and stuff up there, so I'm glad that I could like, you know, kind of interpret that. That's why I said like the playroom's pretty spot on, and so is the bathroom. Now the other parts of my house, no. When I make my basement, that's gonna be pretty spot on. But I'm gonna make my basement, but I'm just not gonna make the garage door because yeah. And I guess I won't really, actually, I don't think I'll make that room at all because I won't be able to kind of have like an outdoors. See, I was trying to do here a back door because I have one of those, but it's like down in the basement, and like that's how you get to my backyard. My backyard's like plummeted, so my house legit looks like it's 2 floors. I probably should have made my house 2 floors, granted, and I probably will fix that if I feel good enough about it. But I mean, it doesn't really make sense because like the front of my house, it has my porch, and like it's a flat level, and then like you just go down like a big slope to get my backyard. So I don't know how that works out. Anyways, this video is about to end. Like, I see the drop shadow right now, but I was editing some stuff out. I I was editing some stuff out, so I mean, like, audio will obviously be a little bit shorter and stuff like that, but anyways, and there's also gonna be screenshots at the end, so that's fine. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this speed build, I guess I'll call it, because I don't know, I'm not a speed build YouTuber though. I surprisingly did the voiceover for the whole time. I'm actually kind of surprised, because I don't do voiceovers. Well, I do, but like, I don't at the same time, you know. I don't know. Anyways, so that'll be the end of the video here. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to drop a massive like down below. Click that red subscribe button. Okay, do me a favor, because we are 8 away at the time that I'm recording this. Maybe 9 when you see this. Maybe 10. I don't know. Maybe the number went down, and then it'll be sad. But anyways, so we are so close to 1,500 subscribers. And hopefully we can reach that. I don't want to be like specific, be like, oh, by the end of the week, because that might not happen. But maybe we can reach out by the end of the month. And yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna take this out now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like. I already said all the stuff. But anyways, peas, homebread, and the biscuit tins. Oh yeah. Sorry, I already told you in like my other video. That wasn't all the YouTubers outro. Alright, bye.